This is what separates boys from men. There was so much riding on this Asia Cup. And it is not cricket. It is not. It was one that was filled with a lot of things. But the fact is that India stood up when it mattered most. And for the second time in 2 days, they've shown why they are so highly rated. It was a day when it wasn't about skills. It was about emotions. They knew there was so much happening behind. They needed to shut out the noise and they needed to shut out the opponent as well. And that India has done phenomenally well. It wasn't the usual Abhishek Sharma show. It wasn't Jasprit Bumrah show. It was a day which belonged to a youngster from Hyderabad, showing why he is rated so highly. He was able to hold pressure, he believed in his skills, and he knew what it took because he's been there. Not only for Team India, but for many a time in a tournament called the IPL, which is the most highly rated tournament in the domestic format of things across time now, for at least close to 2 decades, 18 years if I'm being precise. But the point is, in a game like this, when the pressure is on, you need to deliver. You can do a lot of theatrics outside of it, and there's been plenty that's happening. But when it mattered most, when you wanted boys to show what it takes to be men, I think Team India showed that under pressure, when a normal carbon becomes a diamond, and that's the kind of pressure India were in. They came into this tournament knowing that they were defending champions, knowing everything was asked of them to win this tournament. They had everything to lose. And a lot of other teams came in hoping they could win. India came in knowing that they had to win. And with that pressure to deliver, that is superb. That is outstanding. That is what some hard-nosed practice and some tough tournaments like IPL and the domestic circuit of ours and the pool of talent that India have, and for you to be part of that 15 and 11, if you want to play for India, you need to be special. And these boys have shown what it takes to be special on a big day.
Well, the boys have become men, like DK has said. He was so calm, he was so poetic when he spoke, and I just feel that he calmed my nerves down, but he's also made me so emotional after his little summary of the way India went about things. Karthik, like DK said, there was so much that was spoken outside the field. It wasn't just the cricket, and we could see the emotion from both the sides. We could see how important it was for both the sides. And it was India holding their nerves 8-0 to Pakistan now.
I think it's more about this game. You can look at all the stats. Stats are all numbers once the event has happened. But when you come back to this game and the fact that we were playing a final, that was the most important thing. Anybody could turn up, anybody could have a great day. And we felt that. Even with India, you felt a little bit of nerves early on. Early doors in that power play, you could see those nerves from our own batters. But what actually stands out in this side is there are lots of players who are actually cooked well. They're not undercooked. They're not greenhorns. So they've been there, they've seen this, and more importantly, they've been empowered. You can see a very calm dugout. For me, what stood out was when I looked at the dugout, the likes of Abhishek Sharma, the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav, more so. I can understand the coaching staff is always going to be nervous and tense. You could see a few